I had a friend introduce me to it. I saw it. He was completely fascinated with them as well, and been doing it a long time. And we talked enough to where he gave me the hive that he had started, and that was all it took. It's just a neat hobby to get into and watch him work. I've got 3 boxes that are for basically egg laying and honey stores, and you can make them as big as you want, but generally it's anywhere between 10 and 20,000 bees, I believe. Yeah, it's neat. They all each have their own specific purpose. Some clean the hive out, some go collect nectar, some take care of the queen. She's got to have, on a new queen, she's got to mate with the male, so and it's neat. They know what kind of bee they can determine when it's still an egg, which kind of bee it becomes.
Yeah.
If something does happen to the queen, they and in other scenarios too, when they get overcrowded and they know that there's not enough room, they'll actually produce a new queen so that she can move off with half of the bees, and that's when they swarm, and then they start a new colony. Last year we were lucky enough to have a good strong hive, and we were able to take honey, so borrowed the extractor from my friend, and the kids got to put the frames in, and it's just a big centrifuge that and we uncap the honey and stick them in the frame, and you spin it and it just fills up your bucket. We had about 20-25 pounds, like I said, I think around 12 quarts. A good hive that's good and healthy. You should be, if it's on its second year, you should be able to harvest twice a year, once in the springtime and then usually towards summertime, end of summer. And from my friend, he gets 2 5-gallon buckets full from each one twice a year. Once you put some time into it, you see what goes into getting actual honey. When you see this stuff that's been mixed with high fructose corn syrup or whatnot, you kind of cringe at it. You almost become a honey snob. And it's neat. You see how much work goes into it, and then you appreciate the real stuff, as opposed to the store bought or even some of the organic stuff. It's hard, it just feels good knowing that where yours came from and that it's untouched.